is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, streaming on GuardianTalkRadio.com and the Guardian Radio app, Nassau, Bahamas. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
Good morning and welcome to Guardian Radio AM. Today is Tuesday, January 28th, and it's a little after 11 o'clock in the morning. And once again, this is C.A. Newry, and I shall be your host for today. Today we actually have guests. We have the president of the Bahamas Bridal Association, Miss Leslie Pinder, who's on her way up. She's actually downstairs. I just sent Aaron to quickly usher her up. So we'll be starting hot about her event. In fact, they have like a 2-day event. Come for the Romance Trade Show, which is going to be on February 2nd, 2025. At 12 p.m. through 4 o'clock, and that's $25. And let me make sure I get all of that. And also they have another event. There's a trade show, and then there's another event where she's going to go in detail about. But before then, I want to get in detail about what is the Bahamas Bridal Association, who are its members, why should people join that? And then, of course, we're going to transition into instead they are hosting, of course, the trade show and the secondary event. I'm going to go and read up on everything because there's a conference. They say, come for the Romance Conference and Networking Lunch, which is scheduled, again, like I said, it's scheduled Friday, January 31st, right, at the British Colonial Hotel. Right? It's going to be their premier event designed for romance industry professionals, their vendors, and their influencers. And a number of people are in that industry now. They're influencers, professional and vendors. And it's going to be like a trade show where they learn the best practices. And I want to know who should attend. So we'll be going into detail about that. And of course, the annual bridal trade show. So it's going to be like a training best practice event for professionals inside the industry, and the other will be about the trade show and buy it. And I see Miss Pinder is walking in, and I wonder if I should take a commercial break now, and then have her settle in, and so that we can start our show and start directing. So let me indicate to Kermit right now as he transitions, and we can take our early break, right, and then we'll have Miss Pinder settle in. And then so we could start our conversation. And again, this is Miss Leslie Pinder, who is going to be joining us from she's the president of the Bahamas Bridal Association. And she's going to give us detail about her two events. Come for the Romance Trade Show, and also, what is the next one is again? This is Come for the Romance Conference and Networking Lunch. So we're going to be talking about two different events, and we're also going to be talking about her reign as president and who all can join this Bahamas Bridal Association, the membership, and go in detail about that. But we're going to take a quick break, so just have her settle in, and so we can start that. This is Guardian Radio AM with C.A. Newry. We'll be right back.
Just show me Bella Boy in his phone.
What you mean? He take picture of that good-for-nothing boy?
Shh, you don't want Bella here. You say that. You know she always say that's my good child.
So what he doing in Junior phone?
Oh, he there because the police looking for him. He on their wanted list.
Wanted persons in your phone now?
Yes, child. And when police want to find anybody quick, after something happen, they can send pictures direct to your phone. Go to Google Play or App Store and search for Crack Crime Bahamas. Then pick install and it will go straight to your phone.
There is also a section on missing persons?
Yes, girl. Everybody needs to get this app so police can tell us right away when these people go missing. Just like an alert system.
Yes, it has numbers for Crime Stoppers Bahamas, so you can call and nobody knows it's you. Call directly to Miami and give the information without giving your name or anything about you. I tried the other day, and when I hear Junior and his boys talking about where they hide those guns, I walk quick round the corner and call that number.
Call 328-8477 from Nassau or 242-300-8477 from the Family Islands.
Love the show? Want to give your support? Become a sponsor today. Call 302-2300 for our rates and packages. That's 302-2300. Become a sponsor on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Pinder is carrying a new line of tile, the Sky series of porcelain. Comes in 4 colors, tones, and shades. There's Sky Noir, Sky Azure, Sky Glance, and this one, Sky Gris. Sky Gris, as you'd imagine, gives you a smoky kind of feel. It's not heavy and depressing, but gives the area a chill feeling. The Sky series comes in 2 formats, 24 by 24 at $5.30 a square foot, 12 by 24 at $5.25 a square foot. I really like this series for big spaces, and being porcelain, they can take a lot of traffic. The Sky series at Pinder Tile.
Alpha Sounds Promotion presents Back to Love, an unforgettable evening of smooth R&B vibes and cherished memories. Join us at the Nassau Cruise Port on Saturday, February 15th for a spectacular all-white affair featuring live performances by soul sensations Freddie Jackson,
Hey everybody, it's Freddie Jackson. I'm coming to Nassau, Bahamas, and we are looking forward to the night of love.
also performing Regina Bell. Also featuring Bahamas' very own Essence Band. Back to Love, Saturday, February 15th. It's a spectacular all-white affair at the Nassau Cruise Port. Get tickets online. BahamasEtickets.com. Plantation Bar and Grill, Big Boys Cafe, and Tropics Bar and Grill. For more, 8863.
And I hope to see you there.
This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM.
Good. I don't say good morning, but welcome back to Guardian Radio AM 96.9 Guardian Radio. Of course, again, we have Miss Leslie Pinder, who's the president of the Bahamas Bridal Association, BBA, right? How long have you been president, by the way? And welcome, first of all.
Thank you, CA. Thank you for having me. I was just elected president on the 14th of January, I think. I think it was the 14th of January, yes.
So you a new president, like a new bride?
I am a new president.
Okay.
I wouldn't say new bride.
But like a new bride?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and just give us a synopsis on what is the Bahamas Bridal Association. So those people who are in the business but not a part of the association could understand that it's something to join.
Okay, so the Bahamas Bridal Association, otherwise known as the BBA, is the only entity sanctioned by the Ministry of Tourism with regards to weddings or, destination weddings or anything of that nature coming to the Bahamas. Those persons who would have reached out to them through their social platforms or their website will then be forwarded to us for us to action in terms of, if they want to have a wedding, if they want to do engagement proposals or any other celebratory event. And our association is made up of wedding planners, ministers, photographers, makeup artists, floral and cake artisans, you name it. Any profession that's related to the wedding and event platform. So that also includes like concierge services, taxi drivers, or that type of situation.
And how does, you mentioned taxi drivers, tour guides type thing, right?
Yes.
How do they get involved in the BBA to be members? Or is there a membership?
There is a membership. They can follow us on our platform, BahamasBridalAssociation.com, and our Instagram and Facebook pages. The information is there that you can basically go to find out how to register to become a member. And membership is paid by dues annually. And, we welcome all in the profession.
Okay. And this year, you're having a trade show and a conference?
Yes.
Okay. Which one is first? And then we'll start talking about that in detail.
Okay. So the first one is the conference and networking lunch, which will be on Friday, January 31st. It's going to be at the British Colonial Hotel. And we have 3 dynamic speakers. We're excited about it. We have our host, Charlie Pinder, who's going to pull it all together. And Our networking lunch is being hosted by Manda Panda. So we're thrilled, very thrilled, to be hosting this event this Friday.
Okay, you said networking lunch, right? I want to know who should be attending, and can I attend? Those persons who are not members, can they attend? So that's what I want to know.
Yes, it's open to the public. So anybody basically in business will be able to benefit from this conference, okay? Dive into our speakers. Our first speaker is LaShanta Smith, who will be speaking on harnessing the power of social media, okay? Social media is a big thing, all right? She'll be speaking on all aspects as it relates to that. You have a business, you want to promote your business, or you've been promoting your business. Some people don't know what to post, when to post, and how to post in order to drive traffic. So LaShanta will help us to gain that insight as to how to go about capitalizing on social media platforms. The second
But before you move that, will LaShanta take questions? So I can say, well,
Yes.
how do I do this? And
Yes, she will have a period for question and answer. Okay, so don't worry, it's going to be action-packed. Okay, very exciting and very educational. The second speaker will be Raquel Wilson, who is an attorney at law. She will be speaking on building the perfect contract. A lot of businesses in the Bahamas, we like to do business by word of mouth or on WhatsApp, even though it has a timestamp, but there's no signature. All right? So she's going to be able to teach people how to build their contract, what to say, what to add, what clauses to include, so as to safeguard yourself and your business, as well as the client.
so this is like a small to medium business networking where you can, if you're not necessarily in the bridal field, but I want to capitalize on what's trending and how to improve the services of my business, I can attend this?
Yes, this is for everybody. If you're in business, even though we're the Bahamas Bridal Association, this information, this is valuable to all persons in business. Okay, so I don't foresee anybody leaving there without a whole wealth of knowledge. Okay, this is something that will help you.
What about a groom or a wife? I want to leave there with something tangible in my hand.
At the conference?
You call it a networking conference.
This is true. Well, they can come and they can network at lunch. They may be able to meet somebody. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Are there matchmaking services, service providers as a part of the BBA network of service providers?
Not as yet, but perhaps we can probably look into something like that at a later time.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's go. You mentioned LaShanta, you mentioned Raquel. Who else is the speaker?
Well, we have a powerhouse in the wedding and event industry in the U.S. and basically on a...
you important talent too?
Yes, we're important talent. Our keynote speaker, her name is Terica, and she is a very well sought after wedding planner, business coach, and educator. Okay, so she's flying all the way down from Brunswick, Georgia, to our beautiful islands in the Bahamas to speak to our industry professionals. Okay?
I want to concentrate on wedding planning because once upon a time, only once I assisted in planning a wedding, my own, right? And I thought I could do this by my own. I could say, man, this is easy. I'm not sure why people need to hire a wedding planner and I could call this place. But you saying that there are there are small intricacies.
Intricacies.
Thanks very much, because I was struggling with that word, Aaron. That nuances that I may not be aware that professional wedding planners can see and help you and go in detail. And at this conference, those talents and skills will be taught or exposed and explained to various wedding planners?
Yes, and it will also be an opportunity for them to build on what they know already. Okay, because some of our practices may be dated. Okay, these speakers are going to bring new trends and new ideas to the industry at this point. Trends are changing daily. Okay, and as wedding planners, you need to be well equipped so that when you meet with your clients or you reach out to your clients or whatever, you know what to do, how to do, and when to do it.
So I've seen Destiny weddings all over social media, and it's bright and colorful and colors, right? And to know that the Bahamas is one of the premier destinations where people from around the world come here to the Bahamas to do that, and that you all have an association where clients can be team up with
Right.
various professionals. How does that go about? And also, I see you bring in an international speaker to talk about new trends, right? How is the Bahamas matching up with these high-end destination places?
Well, Tarika will be her topic is no dozing on the closing. Okay, so she is basically, when we do probably a lot of consults, but guess what? Do we always close the deal? So she is going to be focusing on how to win that client from start to finish. No dozing on the closing. So you got to be alert. You got to be on top of your game when you present yourself to these clients. When you present the services that you're able to provide, and the options available here in this country. Okay, we have a lot of islands out there, so it's not just for the foreign market. We're also covering the domestic market as well, domestic tourism. We have islands like Exuma, Abaco, San Salvador. All of the foreigners are flying here to get married on our islands. Why are we not capitalizing on that? So as a wedding planner and as a part of the BBA, if you wish to, secure a planner or a service provider within our membership, we can accommodate all of the things that you need. Photography, cake, stationery, decor, all of the ministerial needs that they have. All of this we can provide.
I work in a former life. I work as a concierge, right, at a high-end hotel in the Bahamas, and of course we partnered with wedding planners. And in fact, the hotel itself had a wedding planner, but there were times when I needed more information. So can concierge join the BBA and be aware of what's trending, what's the best practices, and so on?
Yes, they can, yes. Because if they're offering a service, whether it's domestic or whether it's foreign, they need to be aware of all elements related to the industry. And we're there to help. Last year, we did, I was VP last year, and it's within the membership to be able to help to educate our planners, not to say that they weren't educated already, but just to speak about,
Expose them to an expanding
yes.
industry.
We had I think it was Chef Johnson. He came on, he spoke about catering, how to select different menus based on your clientele, all right? We had a sommelier who spoke about wine pairing and what drinks work best with certain foods. We had photography, Sean Johnson from J. Michael, who spoke about, what clients are looking for as a final image or in their images. What you as a photographer are looking for from the wedding planners to make sure this and the final product is
something as simple as photographers and the people who actually set up the room, coordinating, so we understand where the photographer's ideal shots are coming from. We understand where we need people to line up and how we need them to move through the room so that they don't interfere with the prioritized pictures, right? All kinds of small, and for destination weddings, you may have to explain to somebody, hey, listen, I know it doesn't seem important, but it actually takes you 30 minutes longer to get into a limo and out of a limo in full wedding garb than it does normally. You got to add 30 minutes to every stop to ensure that you're hitting your timelines.
But another thing, too, is as simple as you may say a wedding planner is not necessary or an assistant isn't necessary. Just managing people for photography could be an issue. Some family members, they just want to take pictures with everybody. If you mind them, they'll be there all day taking pictures. So the timeline from the ceremony to the reception, sometimes you often wonder why it's taking so long, because these family members trying to, I want a picture, I want a picture, I want a picture. That kind of way? So management is key.
A wedding coordinator is like a professional best friend, Newry, right? Because you need to have this relationship with the client that they trust you and they feel that you understand them, but you need to deliver everything right professionally. So one of the things I've noticed is that you need somebody who could wrestle guests and tell them, no, you can't be in every picture.
And be diplomatic with it.
Exactly, professional with it.
professional with it.
So does the BBA have a database of professionals? Like I say, I need a affordable photographer. I could
Yes.
call you and say, hey, I need affordable.
Okay, so let's back up. CA, what you call it affordable?
Well, I mean,
Because,
affordable is
out of every
subjective.
Okay, so there is the marriage.
Okay.
There's the ceremony. Yes, but what do you think is the most important element in terms of vendor services for a wedding? Out of all of
you tell me.
Okay, photographer, right? Because
Okay.
you want those pictures to last forever. Sometimes we may find a picture or two from our grandparents' time. It's black and white, little blurry, but that's the only memory of that wedding or that celebration.
So what
a
about-
photographer is very important.
What about the florist? You have a database of florists.
We have florists. We have everybody, ministers, florists. If you want to get your hair done, Newry, we could work that out too.
You have a portable AC person on your list?
We have that too. We have that too.
I thought I
Okay,
had
you
a-
want some regular support.
Yes, we
Support.
have a good support team.
So this conference is happening on January 31st. That means this Friday coming.
This Friday coming.
Walk
Okay?
me through that day.
Okay, so the ballroom doors open at 8:30 a.m. Okay,
You say ballroom. Where are you talking about this ballroom?
British Colonial, back at British Colonial, and the
Hold on, valet parking available where my parking is.
It's not free though. I need you to pay for your
Valet
car.
parking is available, but it costs.
It costs, yeah.
Okay.
I can't remember. I think it's 20 and 25. But remember now, you get to park there for the day in a safe environment. So, and you just walk pull up. You walk to the door. You give them the key. Blah blah blah, and you go inside.
And look at them dead hard.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
This open at 8:30. We have little light continental breakfast, little pastries and stuff. So don't come looking for boiled fish and sauce. All right. Then the conference starts promptly at 9:00. Now we're not dealing with local time. We're dealing with international time. We want to start on time.
Professionals.
So basically, y'all also have somebody who can coordinate the bride to be at the wedding on time?
For me for weddings.
Yeah, because
Of
there's
course.
it's become a cultural thing where people
Yeah.
say you're supposed to expect the bride to be late. No.
These days, fashionably late is not the order of the day.
Yeah.
Okay? Time is money, and everybody is on the clock. Okay? Not that we're rushing persons, but it's very insensitive if you have guests waiting, for long periods of time because you decide you want to be late. Okay? So we're operating on 9:00 for
9 o'clock.
Friday.
Okay.
Okay? Once our session starts, we have our host. She's going to take it over. The business segment runs from 9 to 1.
Explain what you mean by business segment.
Business segment means all of the business related stuff with the speakers and all that kind of stuff. That's what I mean by business.
9 to 1.
9 to 1. Then we break into the networking lunch. And that will run until about 3:30. It's a buffet lunch.
Okay, I just want to
And,
ask what's networking lunch mean.
Yeah, we have BBA members who are going to be present. So if you want to network with our members, they're going to be there. If you want to ask questions, if you want to join the BBA, by all means, the platform is available.
So that's why I can approach Tanika lady and LaShawn, Raquel,
Yeah.
and ask questions.
You can ask questions, yes. And so there will be. We anticipate a very, very successful event on Friday.
So it's just 9 until when?
9 until 1 for the business, and then after that until about 3:30. Same room.
So 9 to 4-ish.
9 to 4-ish. Well, let's just say 3:30-ish. So if you have to do school pickup, you still have time to go to.
And what's the cost of this?
This is $175.
$175.
$175. And today, I'm going to announce right now that if for some reason that you cannot be there for the entire day, we can offer you $125 from 9 to 1 for the business segment.
Okay.
Because we have to pay our bills at the British Colonial. So if you can't spend the whole day and join us for lunch after, $125 is our offer at present
For the first session.
for the first session.
Okay.
So the full price is $175,
full-
but a half session is $125.
$125, yes.
And where can I register? Because is it too late to register, by the way?
It's not too late to register. You can go on there's a QR code there, okay, attached to our flyer. You should see. Do we have a flyer posted up?
I have the flyer on my page. Let me go and share it on my page again.
Let's post up the flyer. But with the $125, I'll need you to just send us a note so that we can send you our banking information so that they can do a direct deposit, and then just send us a screenshot. Okay? because Canoe will only allow you to process the 175.
I understand.
But I can share my contact over the phone, over the airwaves, 456-4920, 456-4920. Feel free to message me if you are interested in attending segment only. My co-chair is Jasmine Wright. Her contact is 477-1405. Okay, so either myself or Jasmine.
That's the right dress?
The right dress,
Yes. Now, on your flyer, right, it says, or on your website, it says we're going to learn about or be exposed to the latest trends, best business practices, and innovations in the wedding and event planning sector, right? So outside of the specific wedding planning space, right, what other
events
or not events necessarily, because we're all in the same space, but industry specialists, right? Because two things I'm thinking about is, do you have people that help me put together the best honeymoon package in the destination that I'm having the wedding?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
This is
awesome.
awesome.
Like engagement packages or
as well,
room setups or beach setups. Is that what you're speaking about?
Well, I'm thinking I won't
Any
get.
type
Listen,
thing.
I's a Garland.
Right.
If I get married, I won't get married on Garland Key.
Right.
It just makes sense, right? But now I have the wedding. Now I want to do like maybe a retreat. And since I've invited people here, I want the whole group to have a few days on an island, at an island resort or something like that.
That can work. We have catering teams.
They could pull together the experience.
We have lighting. We have DJs. We have musicians. We
Yeah.
have persons who even prepare, there's specialty boxes for bachelorette parties or retreats.
So if I have a bachelorette party, the BBA can assist me in planning that?
Yes, because we have hosts. We have MCs that we can refer you to.
See, like imagine I went to school in England for a little bit, right? And I know a lot of ravers. They go to big festivals and they camp out for, say, like 2 days, right? I want to have my wedding on the island, and then the 2 days after, we go into a lovely rustic island-style retreat where I got a DJ, and there's just music all day. It don't have to be super loud. We don't have to disturb the other islands, right? But I just want like 24 hours of just music, and my guests could relax and dip their toe in the sand and the water.
We have all those resources: saxophonists, DJ artists. If you want the smoke machine, those cold sparks, everything.
Yeah, to build the ambiance for that space.
Yes.
The next thing is, outside of wedding and romance event organizing, will there be speakers or are the industry partners also engaged in other type of event planning?
Yes, they are. There'll be others. Yeah.
All right, because I'm thinking Halloween has become a big thing. Are people interested in curating and sculpting, events for these themes? I think about scavenger hunts.
I was just gonna say that because even though we are quote unquote wedding planners, we are planners as well.
Yeah.
So it covers other things. Like you said, Halloween. If you just want to do a scavenger hunt, okay? I had a client who wanted to do a pajama party with the family over the holidays. Okay, so we cater to all different types of events that you need. We also deal with event management. You may not be able to afford to hire a planner from the onset. You may want to plan your own wedding. So we can come in possibly the week before or the month before and just do event management, and we'll carry it straight through to the end of the event.
Okay.
We're talking to Miss Leslie Pinder, president of the Bahamas Bridal Association, BBA, Destination Wedding, a conference happening this Friday at a British Colonial Hotel. That event is $175. But however, you can do a half-day event, which is $125, a special price that she's put through. And at that event, the host for the event will be Shirley Pinder. We have an international speaker who's going to be the headline speaker, Tarika. Let me pronounce the woman's name wrong, right? and she's going to be talking about no dozing on the closing, how to close the event. And of course,
close deals.
Thanks very much. And of course, there is local speaker LaShanta Smith, and her topic will be harnessing the power of social media. And there's also going to be Raquel, I pronounced it correctly?
Raquel.
Thanks very much. That's why I have you here. Raquel Wilson, building the perfect contract, right? And that event is going to be running from 8:30 to about 4 o'clock on Friday. And it's not too late to make your booking. Pay your money. And give me your phone number one more time before we transition to the next one.
My phone number is 456-4920. And then my co-chair is Jasmine Wright, 477-1405. So any of us can help you with the information for the bank transfer for the 125 special.
Okay. And is the Bridal Association partner with anyone to bring this event to come out?
Just to Ministry of Tourism.
Okay.
And then the other vendors who are sponsors and booth holders, vendors for the trade show.
Okay. But now you have two events happening.
Yes.
You having the conference and also you having a trade show.
Yes.
I could ask you what you mean by trade show and which date it is and explain who should attend that.
Well, trade show is geared towards couples. So if you got engaged over the holidays,
And I frustrated already. I could trade him in and get another one.
No, not that kind of trade show.
Okay, I know, but because official, we come to the office. We ain't doing it informally.
I understand. But if you've gotten engaged,
Mm-hmm.
recently been engaged, this is the place that you want to be. We have a select group of vendors, namely the right dress. You know, you need a dress, right? Mm-hmm. Kingsman Collection, you need their groom to look sharp. We have decor vendors in couture designs. I'm trying to name it off my heart. We have the magazine booth. You know, they have this new booth where you just go in that clear chamber and you take your shots and your images come out like you're in a magazine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're going to be there. Then we have Orbit 360. Dathan Newton, he's also a photographer, so he's there for two in two spots.
That's
as a
marketing,
photographer.
Newry. So I could show them how I clean up. I
Yeah.
could say, see, I clean up
Yeah.
well. You're going to enjoy this.
So he's gonna have his latest 360 booth, but you could take a whole crowd in the booth. You know, before you could just like one person
Or two
you
people,
could go
yeah.
in that
So
360
this
booth.
trade show will highlight what is trending in
What is
marriage.
trending? Yes, in your weddings.
In your
weddings,
wedding.
yes. And what else we're having? We're even having a higher level band who's going to be performing so that you can have a high band for your wedding.
Okay. So which date is this?
This is on Sunday, the February 2nd.
Friday is it's a conference, and Sunday
Sunday
is
right.
the trade show.
Trade show.
And this is for the couples and people who want to
This is
get married.
Couples who want to get married.
Now, what if they don't know I want to marry them yet? I could come by myself and start doing
you
some
may meet
reconnaissance.
somebody, you know, I'm just saying.
I mean, that was my plan. Don't watch
Yeah.
nothing.
So people who are planning their own wedding,
Mm-hmm.
right, but want to say, "Boy, I want to have this, but I don't know what they have
Yeah,
it."
yes.
So they come to this trade show, and then you can see what's all the high.
Yeah. We have some select. We don't have a whole lot. We have 25 booths.
25 booths will be there.
Booths will be there.
Listed
Right.
on your flyer, there are cake artists, hairstylists,
Yes,
planners.
Waisha will be doing their makeup demonstrations as well. So if you want to get a makeover, Aaron, you can come. Collie Sounds will be there, bringing the music. He does sound, he does lighting, he does cold sparks. We're going to have a runway show too, around from 3 to
Nice.
4, showcasing the the attire, the right dress and
And the Kingsman?
Collection.
So
they
you
have.
get you get to see the
get to
clothes
see.
in action.
That's right. And
Yeah.
then we also have Rhythm and Motion. They're gonna have their model walking around just doing greetings and photo ops. So it promises to be a very colorful day.
I'm cake artists.
Yes.
What's the most innovative or non-traditional cake you've seen come up from this local space?
Well, you know, Bahamians, some of us like over the top.
Yeah.
You're talking about 6-tier, 8-tier cakes, that kind of thing. You know, and some of them don't even be real, you know, but it's just the presentation. Maybe half may be real, half may be fake. But the look is what you're going for. But a lot of people are having cakes made based on the theme, like, in the shape of figures or things that they like or that represent the couple, or
You can really customize, your
it to their
wedding.
liking. The
All right.
cake box will be there too. She's one of our BBA members. She's going to be there with her cakes and cake samples and stuff. We also have Pink Sands, the beverage.
Okay.
The Pink Sands, they're going to be there doing
Nice.
sampling and stuff.
Here's a new element. So we had an event, and we had an artist draw
Yeah.
at the event. Do you have artists as a part of your BBA inventory
We
of
don't
vendors?
we don't have them have it as a part of our membership, but it doesn't mean that they can't. You talking about like Jamal, the artist?
Yeah, like Jamal, and there's a young lady. She's a part of the HHT clan,
Right.
And so she set up on stage,
Right.
and as the event goes on, she creates a live piece of art.
I remember that. Stefan does that too.
Yeah, you mean the legend?
Yeah, Stefan the legend does
Yeah,
that
yeah.
too. We don't have that, but that's a good idea for the next conference.
Yeah.
And even to include a caricature artist as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
right. Because it fits into the theme,
Yeah.
right? The bride is supposed to be the most beautiful person
Mm-hmm.
at the wedding. We get that, but we still want to look beautiful as well, right? And what a caricature artist does, it kind of reminds you that you ain't supposed to be the most beautiful person at the wedding. Let the bride be the beauty.
But that's a great element too, at any event too, to have
Yeah.
a caricature artist.
Let's
Okay,
talk
because
pricing now.
Pricing.
Because you didn't say if this bridal
The trade show.
trade
The
show could be
trade
free.
show.
Is it free?
Should it be free?
It should
if
be
it's high
free.
end, it can't be free.
How are you going to encourage a woman like me to get married if I have to pay? However, I don't think $25 is an unreasonable cost.
So that's the price?
$25 is the cost.
Yeah.
Okay, but we are offering a special basically as of today.
Okay.
Okay.
Be very careful what you say next, because I may have to kidnap a man to get a discount.
Well, let's just say for those who come to the conference, for all of those who come to the conference, automatically will be free.
Okay. So those who attend the
Awesome.
conference,
Will automatically be free.
but for
to
those who
attend.
listening and say, man, I want to come to this bridal trade show, that's $25.
right.
But where is it going to be held?
It's going to be held at British Colonial as well.
Okay.
Right in the same room, Queen
Okay.
Elizabeth ballroom.
Okay.
And it's going to be from 12 to 4. 12 to 4.
12 noon.
12 noon to 4 p.m. sharp.
All right. So if I pay the full $175
Then
on
you
the Friday,
automatically get the
then I
trade show free.
Awesome.
Okay.
That's a great deal.
Yeah, that's a great deal. You can't beat that.
So let's walk us through that the trade show day event. What to expect? I walk in through the door. Let's start over. I'm a bride and groom. I bring my groom to be. I'm a bride. See, I'm going to be a bride because women is encouraged their groom to come. We walk in through the door. We pay our $25. Right? What is it that I supposed to expect? What is I supposed to be looking for in terms of I'm planning my wedding? I have some ideas, but I haven't committed to no planner as yet. In fact, I might be paying it out of pocket, but some things I want to happen. Tell me, what is it I should be looking for?
Okay, first of all, we're going to have a wedding planners lounge or booth. So you get to talk to wedding planners to just get a feel as to what services they offer, what they need to do from start to finish. Just a brief idea as to what they're doing. You're also going to walk into the music of higher level band, depending on what time you arrive, because they're only going to be there for a portion of the time. And then if you feel a little bit romantic that day, you can step into the Orbits 360 and just take a couple shots. Okay, so that's going to be a reminder that you visited the Come for the Romance Trade Show. And then you're going to walk around, you're going to do some cake sampling at the cake box. So that should give you an idea of what kind of cake you feel like having for your wedding.
You get cake sampling.
You
I
got
don't know
cake
if you-
sampling.
you
You
ain't
don't
got
hear
no-
the music.
you ain't got no
Okay, you
groom
don't take your
sampling.
you don't take your little photo with Dathan at the Orbits, and then you're gonna go over to the right dress. You're gonna look to see what you could possibly look good in, and then the same thing you'll do for your fiance, your groom. He'll go over to Kingsman's collection and see what suit he could wear. And then you're going to go over to Couture Designs to see what kind of bouquet and florals you want to have. So that's just to give you a brief. I can't tell you all the secrets, but that's just to give you
visualize
a
it,
brief
especially
idea,
as a
so
bride-to-be.
just come with your eyes wide open, mind clear.
You don't have a dressmaker named Cinderella, but come see what I look good in. You better obey that dress on me and make me look
I'm
good
sure
in that.
whatever you choose, the right dress can make it work for you.
I don't see Aaron in a dress. I see what you're
That's
saying.
because you
I just don't see it.
wouldn't pay money for the show.
I could pay my
So
$25
you
to wear a
see
dress.
you want Aaron in a pants, you could go to Kingsman's collection.
Okay.
And they can put it in a pants.
There you go.
Or a suit.
And there you go.
I thank you for that.
Yeah.
I thank you very much for that, because I think that I could have a suit tailored to still show that I'm a woman, right? Like, it's not to pretend to be a man, but I could get a suit tailored to accentuate the femininity, but at the same time hold the frame the way I want to hold the frame.
Good. And at this this trade show, I could do all of that and talk to all these vendors.
It's a one-stop shop, basically.
So what if I...
And we also have, like I said, when you talk to the planners there, they should be able to give you little snippets or little ideas, little nuggets for you to get the ball.
What about money talk, right? Because weddings cost a lot of money, and I need someone to bounce ideas, to give me ideas. Well, if you want all of this, it can cost like around this, and if you want this, it can cost around this. Will someone be there to talk?
Yeah, we'll
money?
give ranges. But we can't talk exact figures now because, of course, we're going to have to book a consult to discuss everything in depth as to what you want.
How unreasonable is it for me to start planning my wedding a year out, 2 years out, in terms of getting a sense of like the money part and what I want, how much would it cost, and so I could figure out how much time I need to prepare for that?
I would say planning is key. Early planning is key.
Yeah.
So
especially for securing
at least a year out. At least a year you need to start planning. Weddings are costly. Yeah. If you're getting married at a resort like Bahama, Atlantis, or any of the other hotels, they are costly. So you have to plan.
And popular, you got to secure.
Yeah, you got to secure the date.
Yeah.
They require, certain deposits. So if you want something, if you want a particular planner or a particular service provider, photographer, the good ones, they get booked out very early.
Yeah.
So you need to secure with an initial deposit so that you can safeguard the services.
And deposits are standard now in this industry. Like I'm expecting, if I expect to secure this service provider, I need to pay a deposit.
You need to pay a deposit, yes, and you need to sign a contract too.
Yeah, signing a contract
yes.
is very necessary.
I know it's not a fire, but I want to know about this.
That's exactly where Raquel Wilson comes in, signing contracts. Because it's not just about securing a deposit. You need to make sure that you have a contract that's binding so that the services that the provider is providing is in line with what you, the client, wants.
So will there be a number of BBA wedding coordinators and professionals there at this trade show that if I want to branch and say, hey, I see you, I want to have schedule a meeting with you separate and apart from this trade show.
Yes, that'll be available to you, because of course you don't want to talk business there at the trade show. So they'll be able to lock in a date or
book a meeting.
Secure your contact so that they can reach out to make an appointment or book a consultation.
I like that. I like this, like a one-stop shop, and I don't have to be pressured. I have to make a decision that day, but I can collect one or two different business cards. I come back to you.
Right, and the thing about it is, you'll be at the British Colonial Hotel too. So if they're looking at that venue as a viable option for their event, then they're right there, and their team is there.
Okay, so give me a time of the trade show again, and. Of course, if I need for valet parking, I go through the hotel and pay, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yes. So the trade show, 12 to 4 on Sunday.
That's 4 hours on a Sunday, so that's after church.
That's after church.
That's after church.
Yeah, so you could even come in your church clothes. That's fine. Okay, 12 to 4 at British Colonial. You have valet parking. You have a wide array of vendors and service providers who are there to help you get started. as you plan your wedding.
And the vendors are already locked in. I can't be
Vendors are already
last
locked
minute
in.
and say, hey, I
No,
want to be a vendor.
We've already closed off for vendors. We can't take any more vendors. We're at our max.
At the trade show, the 4 hours, will there be food vendors for purchase, food vendors sampling some of their offerings, some of the things that they provide for weddings?
Because it's at British Colonial, we're not able to have outside
Food
vendors doing that.
Okay.
But we do have Pink Sands, the beverage.
The Radler?
Not the Radler.
Oh,
the
there's a
seltzer-
beverage company.
The
Yeah.
beverage company that's doing samples, okay?
that's nice.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's, if you want to buy food, of course, the coffee shop is downstairs.
Okay,
what have
so
you, if you want to,
I can have a quick
If you
bite.
want to make it a day thing, and then the restaurant is there.
All right.
Okay, but in terms of selling food or having food stations, we're not allowed to do that.
No
there.
problem.
I'm from the traditional church type wedding background, right? But between the conference, then the trade show, will someone be able to give me options to say, well, you don't necessarily have to go to church, but we can plan something here? Like, I always wanted to go have a wedding at the Cloisters, and I didn't know how to arrange to get access to that Ocean Club Cloisters.
Listen, once you contract a certified planner, I mean, there are no limits. They're going to ensure that you have exactly what you want, creating memories.
Listen,
making it an experience.
So what you're telling me is that if I plan in advance, right, that I could have my wedding on one of the rides at the carnival because because it may be my theme, right? And because I want a picture of me and the groom on the ride, up in the air with the lights, maybe a couple little fireworks, somebody on the ground, throw a little firework up in the ground with enough time in advance. Are these sorts of things possible?
Yes, they are. If the carnival is here.
But I know it'll have to be at that time of the
then
year.
It would be up to us to then make arrangements with the carnival to facilitate your request.
You use the term certified planner.
Right.
And what do you mean by certified planner?
Certified means you've gone through the necessary training.
Give us the detail. What do you mean by training?
Just like how you go and train and go to school for a degree.
This is a degree for planners?
Yeah, but you call it certification.
Then tell me about. I want to know about that.
There are certifications. We don't. I'm not familiar with any certifications that are done locally. Okay, other than there was a time I think when continuing ed used to do it, and I was one of the lecturers for that particular session. But there are certifications that are offered all over the world, Canada, the U.S., the UK, and once you would have, let's just say you have an interest in doing wedding planning or event planning, okay, you would go and seek out and take a certification course, and sometimes it's face-to-face, sometimes it's online, and depending on the organization, at the end you would have gained your certification once you've completed the necessary
I was going to say,
assignments and tasks and stuff, and then you go from there.
as a concierge, this is if I could get certifications, right, of continuing education, I could put this on my resume, right? I think that this would be, like for young people in tourism, and you're thinking about, well, what does a career in tourism look like versus just a job, right? That's the avenue there. Here's another thing I thought about just quickly. Anecdotally, we hear a lot of stories about guests of weddings complaining that there's a big gap between the wedding and the reception because the bridal party goes to take pictures, right? Do you have vendors that are prepared to provide experiences for the guests built into the wedding package, right? To entertain them in that period between the service and the reception.
Yes, there are different elements. You could use stuff like fire, any type of activity like fire dancing. You have what else? There's something I came across the other day. But to answer your question, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but keep in mind that at some point people are going to get tired of seeing these people. Seeing their performances or activities going on, and they want to either eat or get something to drink, so the whole idea is to manage the time wisely between the end of the ceremony and the reception.
Yeah. and the orders have to be timely and appropriate.
Yeah.
Right? Like, just a matter of what do you serve wedding guests? Well, you serve them food that doesn't drip.
Yeah.
You've served them food that's easy to eat in the attire that they're wearing, right? And just things like that.
Yeah. Some people do serve food and some people just serve drinks. But how long can a beverage hold you?
Yeah, no.
Right. So
That's what I'm saying. Don't leave
So
people
that's
for 2
why
hours, hour and
time
2 hours.
That's right. That's what I'm saying to you. Time management is important between that period.
Awesome.
Yeah. Because you have some people who are diabetics. They have to eat.
Yeah.
And they may not have brought a snack.
And some people are.
And they will tell you, I'm a diabetic. I need to eat. When are we gonna sit down? Guests tell you that.
And then there are people who don't normally wear high heels for 4 hours. They put on some high heels. They legitimately need to sit down. And how do you accommodate your guests over those periods of time?
Well, sometimes some couples would have a bag with a station with flip flops.
Jay, the fancy set. I just bring my flip flop in my bag.
But let's do a summary of the two events that is happening this weekend. One is happening on Friday and one is happening on Sunday. So let's go with Friday. Give us a brief rundown of what's happening at time, place, money. And then of course we move to Sunday again.
Okay, so Friday, Come for the Romance Conference. Business segment from 9 to 1. From 1 to 1:30 would be the networking lunch. British Columbia. $175 is the cost for the conference and the lunch. If you want to just do the business segment of the conference, 9 to 1, that would be $125. All right. If you're paying for the $175, I want to direct you through the QR code to the Bahamas Bridal Association platforms. If you're doing the $125, I'm going to share my numbers with you now, my contacts with you now. 456-4920, Leslie Pinder, and 477-14 and right, because I will then need to give you the banking information for the bank transfer. Canoe will only process the $175. Okay? So that is Friday, the 31st. Doors open at 8:30, Queen Elizabeth Ballroom, British Colonial Hotel. Okay? Sunday would be 12 to 4, British Colonial Hotel. Come for the Romance Trade Show. Lots of surprises and surprises.
I could win free things?
Yes, you could win free
Oh,
things.
you didn't make it win free things?
We have gifts. We have stuff from
okay.
prizes from Warwick, Wild Time.
Can me and my bride come?
Yeah, you know that
Okay,
new
that's
luxury shoe store, Island Souls, Bahamas, in Harbor Bay.
Yeah.
We even have a prize from there.
Okay, there you go.
We have prizes all over. We have gift cards.
Okay.
We have everything.
Nice, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Me and my bride could come.
Yeah, you and
I'm
your
just
bride
trying to
can
make sure you say me and my
Make sure,
bride.
hold on, not your wife.
She's my bride.
No.
My wife ain't my bride no more?
No, she ain't your bride.
See, that's why I had to ask that question of if me and my bride could come.
You and
No,
bride
you
can
and your
come.
bride- no,
you
you
and
and his
bride
bride
come,
can't
but
come.
you know, y'all are not engaged. Y'all are already married.
I can get
So y'all
married.
can come and just make it a Sunday outing.
We won't win things, man.
Come
Okay,
and
but go
make
ahead.
Come and
Okay,
make it a Sunday outing.
finish this Sunday. Go ahead with Sunday.
Yeah, so Sunday is, like I said, February 2nd. Prizes, surprises, lots of vendors, 25 to be exact.
Miss, I mad
And
too.
high-level band.
I mad too. Y'all are giving away prizes and surprises. They ain't giving away one groom.
See,
We don't
need a
give
groom.
we don't give away brides in the Bahamas. We don't do that there. But grooms we could give away.
If you listen, you know what? You could come in a prize, Dash Designer, shoes. They have a nice prize.
Okay, good.
Y'all can shop in there.
Me and my bride coming.
She ain't look,
Sunday,
She ain't
February
look,
2nd, you said.
And guess what? You want a prize? Sunset Cruise.
Sunset Cruise.
Yeah.
See, I know I can
Y'all
come.
could snorkel in the night.
So married people can show up.
Married people could show up, but
What about the bride of like the daddy of the groom and bride of the
yeah,
bride?
because he paying. Come,
paying.
bring him.
What you mean snorkel in the night?
Snorkel in the night, you and your boo.
Miss, you wait until 11:59 to tell me I could go snorkeling in the night?
Snorkel in the night. Sunset
I mean, that's-
sailing. Seahorse Sailing was providing us with a sunset cruise
At night.
at night.
You don't have to give away a groom. I could snatch one myself out the water while they snorkeling.
If you're
Like
paying
you.
for this wedding, come out to the trade show.
Come
It's
for the
gonna-
romance.
Come for the romance. Yes. Again, we're speaking to Miss Leslie Pinder, president of the Bahamas Bridal Association. She's having two events. One event's happening on Friday, and the next happening on Sunday. Have a wonderful day. Thank you very much, Leslie.
Thank you so much for having me.
And tell them, don't forget to come for the romance.
Don't forget to come for the romance.